Hi, welcome to eSpares, the channel that specialises in appliance repairs, where we help you to fix it yourself. I'm Matt, and in this video I'll show you how to fix a washer dryer that is overheating. If your washer dryer is overheating in the washer compartment, there are two possible reasons for this. Number one, a faulty NTC sensor, and number two, a faulty thermostat. Now thankfully both of these parts are easily tested at home using a multimeter to decide which one is faulty. So watch on to learn how to test these parts using a multimeter and how to replace them if necessary. Now for the purpose of this video I'll be using a Zanussi washer dryer, but the process should be very similar for your brand of appliance. Let's take a look. For this fix you will need a multimeter and a socket set with a 7mm socket head. And of course you may well need a new NTC sensor or thermostat, and we'll provide a link to these in the description below. Also in the description we'll provide a link for multimeters themselves. Safety first, always remember to switch off and unplug an appliance before carrying out any work. To access the area we need to remove the rear panel off the appliance. So in order to access that, we need to take the appliance out from underneath the countertop. To remove the back panel, use your socket set and 7mm socket head to remove all the bolts that hold it in place. With the back panel removed, here we can see the NTC sensor, which is located in the element underneath the drum. To remove, simply take out the electrical connection and then pull on the NTC sensor. With the NTC sensor removed, we can now test it using our multimeter. First, set the multimeter to a setting of 20,000 ohms. Then place the two multimeter probes onto the small and very faint black terminals inside the NTC. If there is no reading on the multimeter at all, this means the NTC is faulty and needs to be replaced. In this case, you can continue with watching this video from here. However, if the multimeter does display a reading of some kind, it means the NTC is working fine and doesn't need replacing. This will mean the issue likely lies with the thermostat, so you'll need to test and possibly replace this part instead. Now, if this is the case, you can refit the NTC and jump ahead to testing the thermostat in the later section of this video. Now, when searching for a new NTC sensor on the eSpares website, it's essential that you know your exact model number of your appliance. This is to ensure that you're getting the correct part for your particular machine. Now, if you don't know where to find the model number on your appliance, don't worry. Check out this video here that will tell you everything you need to know. To fit the new NTC sensor, simply push it back inside the element here. Now, top tip, if you found it difficult to get out or it's not very easy to put in, what you can do is use a pair of pliers and just ever so slightly loosen the nut on the element. That releases the seal around the element and creates a little bit more space inside for the NTC sensor to go. Don't forget to tighten that nut at the end though. You can then refit the electrical connection. If you tested the NTC sensor and it had a reading on the multimeter, then the problem could lie with the thermostat here, and I'll show you how to test that now. Now, to remove this, to test it, we need to undo these two bolts using our socket set and 7mm socket head. With the screws removed, you can pull the thermostat out from the back of the drum, and then you need to disconnect the electrical connection at the bottom. Pull the tab forwards and then push it out. Now you can test the thermostat. First, set the multimeter to 20,000 ohms. Then place the two multimeter probes onto the small terminals inside the thermostat connection block here. If there is no reading on the multimeter at all, this means the thermostat is faulty and it needs to be replaced. In this case, you can continue with the video. However, if the multimeter does display a reading of some kind, like you can see on the screen now, it means the thermostat is working fine and doesn't need replacing. When you're looking for a new thermostat on the eSpares website, it's essential that you have your appliance's make and model number. This is to ensure that you're getting the exact part for your particular machine. Now, if you don't know where the make and model number is on your appliance, don't worry. Check out our video here, which will give you all the information you need. To fit the thermostat, put the electrical connection in place. Make sure the electrical connection goes behind the belt, and then place your thermostat inside the drum, and then you can fit the two bolts that keep the assembly in place. Once you've completed the fix, you can then refit the back panel. So there we have it, how to replace an NTC sensor and a thermostat in a washer dryer. Hopefully your machine is up and running perfectly once again. Now while you're here, why not make sure you're using your machine as efficiently as possible? This will save you time, money and energy while still providing great results. Check out our video here, washing machine energy saving tips, to learn more. And of course, don't forget to subscribe to our channel for all things eSpares, maintenance advice, repair guides and much, much more. Thanks for watching.